here. For today's video, we're going to be talking about why I wanted to become a firefighter and everything that has entailed with that job title, I guess you could say, over the last couple months. And so I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe because we hit 100 subscribers, you guys. 100. Like, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and I love every one of you. And if you aren't a part of my family yet, or our family, then go ahead and subscribe and like this video. And let's just get on with it. Alright, so we're going to just start with why I wanted to become a firefighter. So I have a friend in Ohio, and she was with a cadet program through the Boy Scouts, something like that. And so it's called the Explorer program. And so she was in it through that, and so she had talked about it, and I thought it was really cool, and I've always been interested in doing, like, medical stuff. I hadn't ever really considered the fire stuff. And so when we moved to Portersville, up in PA, we had a brush fire in, like, our backyard, because we lived right up against Moraine State Park. So if you know where that's at, it's a big forest, it's a big park, and part of it caught, like, our backyard and part of the woods on fire. So we had to work with the fire departments that had come, and all of the fire departments that were there were volunteers. So it was interesting and a lot of fun. And that sounds bad, but it was a lot of fun to work with these guys, and they were really cool, and I was like, oh, I want to try that, you know? And so then fast forward, like 8 months? No, not even 8 months, like 3 months, something like that. And we had moved to where I am currently at, and we found out that our department has a like a junior program, as they call it, and it's not through the Boy Scouts. I cannot say that word together. It's boys and then scout. Boy Scouts. Put it together. Okay. And so a flyer came in our mail and said that our department had a junior program. So I was like, okay, well, let's just go try it. And so we drove up to the station, and there were some people there, and so we filled out a application process or membership, whatever they want to call it, and it was reviewed, and then the members of the station voted on it to decide whether or not I would get in or not. And so obviously I got in, and it has been a whirlwind of, well, let's see, I joined in April, so May, June, July, 3 months? May, April, something like that. Anyway, I have absolutely loved it, and it's been crazy, and sometimes you feel like you're losing your head, and then at other times you're just like, this is. So I have gone on quite a few calls, not like hundreds and stuff like that, but I have definitely gone on my fair share of just, you know, random calls, and I've kind of been getting a feeling for what I like, if I like more of the medical, because when I joined, they said, well, if you want to do more of the medical side, that's completely fine, and we'll help you get to where you want to be on that. And if you want to do the fire stuff, then we'll help you with that too. So that was really nice that my department was really awesome about that. And so they really wanted me to just try both and get just be able to try it. And so I have gone on more fire calls than I have medical calls. But for the medical calls that I have gone on, I have really enjoyed it. And for the fire calls I've gone on, with the fire calls, it depends. Because if you go do like a car accident, then that kind of has the medical side in it too, just depending on what's going on. If like the people who are involved in the accident, if they have injuries, then you have to deal with that. But right now, my job as a junior is to watch and learn. And since I am 16 years old, I can do more than like the 14 and 15-year-olds, because our department starts from 15 to 17, or whenever you graduate from high school, then that's when your junior program like is over, and then you become a actual like firefighter. You can go into burning buildings and stuff like that. But I go on a call, and I have my full gear and my whole bunker gear, and you put it on, and you get in the trucks, and then you go off to wherever this call is at, depending on what it is. And I honestly just stand around and watch, and some people might think that's really boring, but it's really not. It's very entertaining, and you get to learn. You absorb so much from just like watching, you know? And I have gotten to do some hands-on stuff, but I have a hard time speaking up with stuff like that. So if I want to do it, then I have to speak up for myself, and I have to, you know, jump in and just do it. So that has definitely boosted my confidence, and it's been crazy. Okay, so when I first joined, my first like training night that we had, because every Tuesday night we have trainings, and or we have like a business meeting or different stuff goes on, work nights at the station, trying to just fix up the place. And so the first night was a training night, and so we went behind a Home Depot and undid like the manhole cover, and we're lowered down in there to get our mannequin and stuff like that. So it was a lot of fun, but I was personally terrified. They asked me if I wanted to go down, and I said yes, because I didn't want to sound like I was scared, but in reality I was like, oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into? And so it was very interesting. Looking back on it now, yeah, I think it is hilarious that I even thought that like that was terrifying, because that's just cool. And so when I joined, they gave me my shirt, and there's different types of shirts. I only have this one, but you can, I know our department has like long sleeve and hats and whatever, but that's what I got. And so also whenever you first join, you'll get a pager if you are with a volunteer, and I think it just kind of depends on what your department does for their junior program. But my pager looks like this, and it comes obviously with a charging like platform thing, and so when our station gets a call, because we get like the calls from everywhere, all the stations around us, so our station, whenever we get a call, it vibrates, and it is really loud when it vibrates, and then it will come in with our station and what's going on. So it could say like for instance, I'm station 22, so station 22, you're needed at for a car accident or something like that. And so then you get to the station as fast as you can, and there have been lots of times when I have missed the call. I have either shown up just when they started to leave, or I've shown up like too late, or nobody goes on the call, because since we are a volunteer, you can't rely on everybody like, or people just even getting there, because everybody has jobs, and so you might show up to the station and like nobody else will be there. And since I'm not certified to drive anything, yeah, I can't go by myself. I have to have another person there. And so it's definitely been a learning curve, but it's been an awesome learning curve. So whenever we respond to a call, obviously since we are volunteer, we're 24/7, and that doesn't seem to faze anybody, because that's just how it works. And so if we get a call at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I being a junior, I cannot go, because in the summertime you can't respond, or at least this is for my station, the PA junior laws, whatever. You can't respond to a call between, in the summer it's from 1 to 6 a.m. So those 5 hours in like the middle, you can't respond, so you're supposed to be sleeping. And then from 6 to 1, like 12:59, you can respond to a call. I don't really go out on calls past 11, because usually that's when my family's all in bed, and I really don't want to go up and wake them up, because I cannot drive like myself there, because I just have a permit. But yeah, you go on these later calls and you're tired, or there have been lots of calls in the morning, especially recently. We've gotten a couple calls in the morning at like 8, and you're barely awake, and you hear your pager go off, and so you jump on, and I am very surprised at myself, because I've actually gotten dressed in that amount of time, like 30 seconds, gone upstairs, gotten one of the parents, they drove me there, and there's been a couple that I've actually made it, and then like the other one, I didn't make it, and so I could have waited for another truck, but I just went home, and so that's just the nature of what happens. And then during the school year, you can't go to a call past midnight. So it just depends on what state you're living in. But if you want to join the fire department, or if you're even interested in the medical field, I would say join the local fire department, because they will help you with the medical stuff, and you might find out that you really just don't like the medical stuff, because I do not like vomit or throw up. That's just like, no, other things I can handle just fine, and that doesn't bother me, but if you start to puke, I'm sorry, like that, I do not like that. My advice to young people who want to join: well, since I am a very newcomer to the whole process myself, what I have learned from it is that you definitely get thick skin. Just get it right out of the get-go. It will help you a lot. Don't be afraid to speak up, and this experience has definitely boosted my confidence in myself and what I do. Like before this, I had a really hard time with like having the confidence and the skills that I have. So then joining that really boosted my confidence in what I was doing. There is a lot of memorization, honestly. You have to memorize the trucks and know where the stuff is at. I still don't know where everything is at. I'm getting there though, so hopefully I can do that. That is my advice to the newcomers, and if you really want to join, please just do it. It'll change your life, and it's been awesome. All right, you guys, that's all I have time for because I am currently packing to go to family camp. So stay tuned for not next week's video, but like the week after that, and I'll have a video up for the camp, family camp. And so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe right here. And you can go ahead and boost those likes on up, and you can watch the other videos I've done over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.